Yo, what's up, guys? Dante here, back with another video. Today, I am going to give my thoughts on the Maxx Crosby trade that was nullified. Reports came in today that they had to nick the trade because apparently Maxx Crosby did not pass a physical. So yeah, that's not going to happen. At least right now, something could change. Um, it's apparently the trade did not become official. Any of these trades did not become official anyway until Wednesday, which would be in the next hour and 13 minutes. So if you got the ESPN app, you got the Fox News app, Fox Sports News app. You might have a lot of notifications coming in about an hour or so. So yeah, that sucks. So apparently, from what I read, the Ravens have never given up a first round pick for a veteran player. It's kind of weird to call him a veteran player because he's only 28 years old. I don't consider that a veteran, in my opinion. But yeah, that's something I learned today. They have never given up a first round pick, and they were going to give up two first round picks for him. I think that's a little excessive. That would have been a little excessive. I don't think he's worth two first round picks. I think maybe a first and like probably like a third maybe, but not two first round picks. I don't think he's that caliber of player to be giving up two first round picks for. But it doesn't really matter because the trade is null and void. So maybe they'll come back to this later on. When he gets healthy and he can pass the physical. I saw that the Cowboys were also interested in him. I'm kind of glad that didn't happen because oh my God, that guy terrorizing Jaden Daniels twice a year. I do not want to see that. So it sucks for Ravens fans. They're not going to get a high quality rush in. But things happen. It's kind of how the league works. You got to have a healthy commodity to trade. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna go out of I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna give a conspiracy theory. I think what happened is, I think this is just a conspiracy theory. I think Maxx Crosby and his team looked at the direction of that offense, and he may not have wanted to go there, right? So he probably somehow, wasn't he? I'm not gonna say he did something to himself, but I mean he probably knew he wasn't 100%, and so when it was time to get that that physical, he knew he wasn't gonna be up to snuff, and it wouldn't go through. And I'm thinking he's using this to go to a better landing spot. Now, like I said, I heard he was trying to go to the Cowboys, or the Cowboys were trying to be a trade partner with him. I think he's looking for a true Super Bowl caliber team. I think he can. I think he may be looking at the Chiefs, right? I know Mahomes won't be there this coming season, but he'll be back next year. They'll retool some things on that offense, get that defense right, and they'll be a contender again. I can see him with the Eagles. They can make some moves. Now, again, I don't want to see him in the Eagles. I don't want to see him anywhere in the NFC East. But the Eagles would be another place for him to go. I think he'd thrive there. And I guess Yeah, probably the Steelers, right? I think he would fit in that culture. Um, the they've been I mean, he'd be. I'll say this: like even the bad years, the subpar years the Steelers have had, is still better than any season Crosby has had while he's been in Vegas. I don't care what you think. That's 100% actual fact. Even the worst years under Tomlin is still better than any season the Raiders have had since Crosby has been there. So I know he love to go somewhere where he can be a true contender. Now I know you can say, "Oh, what about the quarterback situation? Is Aaron Rodgers going to stay? He's going to go?" I mean, I don't. Again, I think they can work out some stuff, get some pieces. Because, like I said, it's the Steelers. I know a lot of players will want to go play for a historic franchise. Not to say that the Ravens aren't historic, but they just have a longer history. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, crazy news. That was crazy when I got that first notification. I was like, Maxx Crosby, he got traded to the Ravens. I was like, oh shoot, okay, they making some moves. And then I got the rescinded offer notification like a couple hours later. I was like, what? They canceled the trade. And then I got the other notification 30 minutes later. They said he didn't pass the physical. So, yeah, no Maxx Crosby to the Ravens. Honestly, this was probably the biggest trade announcement so far. I think there was another one. The guy from the running back from the Seahawks, he got traded to the Chiefs. That was another big, which is crazy. 'Cause I think wasn't he if I'm not mistaken, was he not the MVP of the Super Bowl? Oh, he had a pretty good game in that Super Bowl at least. I remember. I don't know if he won MVP, but like the fact that they got rid of him after winning the Super Bowl is kind of crazy, but it's kind of weird. I don't know what they're thinking. I think Darnold had a great season. Really, really, really resurrected his career, changed the whole trajectory of his career. But I think you gotta, unless they got someone else in mind out there, or there's someone else in the depth chart, I don't know about that move. I think that guy, especially in the Super Bowl, he was the bulk of the offense. Every time they handed him the ball, he was getting like 10, 12 yards a carry. Like he was running through. He was running through that Patriots defense, man. It was just, I don't know why they got rid of him. Maybe there's some stuff behind the scenes we don't know. That just seems like a very weird trade. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I got. This is a very, very crazy announcement. Very crazy, 5 or 6 hours between when this was announced and when this was canceled. So yeah, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about this this news. If you're a Ravens fan, were you hyped for him to come here? Were you not hyped for him to come here? And let me know if you think. Let me know what team you think he could possibly land with. All right. So yeah. See you guys in the next one. Peace.